As the first woman to direct a feature film, Lois Weber was a pioneer for all women in the film industry. Lois Weber emerged in the Hollywood film scene in the early 1910s and worked as a director, film and theater actress, producer, and writer. Working with her husband, Philip Smalley, also an actor, the couple gained a high-standing reputation for their work in films written and directed by Weber. From 1912 to 1916, and working for both Universal and Hobart Bosworth Productions, Weber produced 1 to 2 one-reel films per week. It was during this time that she directed the multi-reel film The Merchant of Venice, the first feature film to be directed by a woman. Weber went on to become one of the top directors in Hollywood and even opened her own company, Lois Weber Productions, in 1917, in order to escape the censorship she faced working with larger studios. It also enabled her as a director to experiment with new filming techniques. At this time, she was also the highest paid director in Hollywood and was the first woman to be admitted into the Motion Pictures Directors Association. She was known for making films depicting controversial topics such as capital punishment in The People vs. John Doe, drug abuse in Hop the Devil's Brew, contraception in Where Are My Children and The Hand That Rocks the Cradle, and other topics such as poverty and wage equality. Weber also focused on the lives of women and the issues of marriage and domesticity in films like What Do Men Want?, Two Wise Wives, and The Blot. Weber believed that films could be used to make a difference in the world and affect the politics of the nation. Weber was quoted stating she wanted to produce work that will have an influence for good on the public mind. Weber's career declined slightly in the 1920s, and some tried to blame this on her divorce and the loss of a male supporting figure in her career. However, it was more likely due to other general shifts and changes in Hollywood. In fact, she went on to make 5 more feature films before her death in 1939. Lois Weber was a key figure in the film industry and inspired many other women to pursue directing, producing, and screenwriting roles after her. She wasn't afraid to go for what she wanted in order to achieve her dream. As an archivist, my goal is to collect and share the stories of people who have made great achievements in their life but have somehow been left out of the history books. I also want to focus specifically on the film and entertainment industry and continue to share the stories of underdogs like Lois Weber. It was important to Weber to use mediums like film to share the stories of women and the politically charged topics of her day, even though it was taboo, especially for a woman, to discuss such things. Her fearlessness and rebellious use of film has inspired me as an archivist to use my medium to collect and preserve these forgotten stories.